So Sagittarius, I'm doing the new moon reading for the new moon in your own sign, so in Sagittarius, and that's occurring on the 14th of December at 4:17 p.m. and it goes with a full solar eclipse. The energy is powerful. New moons are new beginnings, and I think that this new moon in your sign, and also for other signs by the way, is going to set a new tone, and it's going to set the tone for what is going to come next. Also in view of the fact that Saturn and Jupiter will be conjunct together, standing together on December the 21st, which is after this new moon, which is also going to influence the whole new beginning almost that we're going to experience, like a big shift. But I'm going to read for you here. The first thing that I really see is that you have two chariots. So chariot is taking control. It's about, taking control of your life. It's about taking control of your choices. It's about having the strength, the willpower, and the energy to drive that chariot, to ride the horse into maybe a new direction or the direction that you want to go. You can choose that because you are in control here. And it's twice. We have it twice. Plus we have the Empress here as well, which sort of fortifies and makes this energy even stronger. Now let's start. So the Chariot, you already know that. The Daughter of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles. Now together with the Ace of Cups. Sometimes you read cards separately, but never really, because they work together. And these two cards for me really work together. This is later on, but it tells me something new is there. There's a new offer for you. Now, because of here, this being cups and this being farther out, I mean, the new moon, it can have effects up to years afterwards, but also in the 6 months afterwards, that's when really the things start happening. So that is more this card. And I feel this could be even new love, a new relationship, a new love relationship coming in. It is available to you. It is there, Sagittarius. But I feel that other than that, there's also a new opportunity, maybe a new work opportunity, a new career opportunity, something like that, something in the sense of, because it's Pentacles, it's more earth related, something material related, because also we have these Pentacles. That's why I'm thinking more of that. Even with the Empress, which tells me that whatever you're starting here, and that you really drive forward with your chariot, both of them, the Empress is telling me that it's going to be very good for you. It's going to be fruitful. It's going to be giving you rewards at the end. And one of those rewards is this Ace of Cups. Now, here it's where you start with, the new work proposal, maybe new home. It is something to do with material stuff. Because we have here the Nine of Pentacles, where things are starting to grow. This is also further out than this. This is the start. This is where you're heading. And the added influences, to me, I read these as added influences, is the Empress and the Chariot. So being in control, having that willpower, having that persistence to go after it, to go after this idea, to go after this promotion, after this job, after this career move, maybe even a new business. But it's going to bring in more resources to you. And that can be material resources, it can be ideas, it can be help from people, but it's going to bring you more in. Also money-wise. Now the Empress tells me that whatever you're starting here, it's on the same line, it's going to bring in rewards. Not immediately, because you'll have to work at it and to persist and to continue working for it, but it's going to happen. Now the Ace of Cups for me is also a new start, but I feel this is further out, and I feel that this is really sort of at the end of this, when this is really going and moving, then this one comes in. Then you have time for maybe that new relationship, a new friendship, a new romantic relationship. But I feel it's there. I feel it's in the books for you. Now, of course, if you are in a romantic relationship and you're in a serious romantic relationship or in a marriage or in a partnership, then this can bring a renewal of the energy of the romance, of the love, of the a sort of a revival. It can bring in new feelings in that relationship as well. So this can be a little bit depending on your situation, of course. Now let's have a look what cards come out on top of these. So yeah, the things is that the thing that you're starting, maybe you had to overcome some obstacles, and now you're celebrating it. You're celebrating the start. You're celebrating your promotion, your job change, your career change, whatever this change is, whatever the new thing that you're starting is. It brings you in a celebratory mood. It brings you in a joyous mood. You're happy with your decision to do that. Oh, and then the sun on top of it. So actually, if you're thinking about changing jobs or getting a promotion or changing careers even, now is really a good time, because you have the sun and you have the Three of Cups. So it's really good, because the sun tells me that whatever you're doing here, whatever you're starting, it is going to be successful. Now here, I feel that sometimes there is the worry and stress creeping in, and even opposition. So there may be some things you need to overcome here. When you're going on your journey, you may have to stand your ground. You may have to show that you really want this, and you have to fight for it, because these resources here are not going to come in just like that. You need to do the work. And this means overcoming obstacles as well. And also, don't be afraid of doing the work, but also don't be afraid when things don't go immediately as you want them to, because I feel, it's farther out because of these two. It needs time to develop, to grow, to settle. And sometimes that makes you worry a bit. And that is just normal when you start a new job or a new career or a new business. Yes, that is part of that energy. Yeah. Now, the Empress and the Emperor. So the Empress is the female version of the Emperor, but the Emperor is much more colder. But it's also like the card of leadership, of being a business leader, of being good at what you do. So the thing you're starting here, whether that's a new job or a new business yourself, where you are, so when it's a new business, obviously this is a CEO card. So this is really the card that says you're the leader, you're the boss, you can do this like a boss. If it's a new job, then you're good at what you do. You really, and then together with this Empress, I feel that you really are very good at it, but you're also creating more like certainties, more stability, more security while you're doing that job for yourself. What else? The Hermit. So when I said sometimes this will come up because it doesn't go as quickly as you want to, I feel that Hermit is indicative of, the things are not going to go as fast as you want them to go. So don't expect immediately to win, to have enormous amounts of money coming in. Don't expect this when this is really reaping rewards, it's not going to be immediately. Also, this is not going to be immediately. You need patience. You need just to slow down and really trust the whole process. But at the same time, this card tells me that, whatever you are doing, the resources while you're doing it, while you're going to do that reaping rewards, there are resources available to you to help you, whether that's even support of friends and family. So what is on this Chariot? Yeah, this Chariot tells me, continue to work hard, continue to tend to this pentacle here, because this is where it starts, with the Page of Pentacles, the Daughter of Pentacles in this deck. This is where you tend to the pentacles so they can grow, so that they can, that you're really tending to your garden, you're working hard. It's also about looking at the details. Sometimes we see a big picture, but here it's about the details. And I feel with this is where sometimes the obstacles you have to overcome is in the small details and not in the big picture. So let's see what else comes out here. Ace of Swords on top of the Chariot. Yes, you're going to be able to do that, because Ace of Swords is also like a breakthrough. At a certain moment when you gain momentum and more momentum, you're going to really break through the obstacles, through the barriers that may be there for you, through the stress and worry, cut through this here. So yeah, that's good cards. Let's see what comes out here in the middle. Yeah, that's you. Again, it's a bit like the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Eight of Pentacles, and I feel that it's you tending to the details. But also when this comes in, and this could be then something romantic or something more like based on emotions and feelings, you're still working at whatever you're doing, but also you're there. Yeah, what? Let's just have a look. Okay, what is this Tower doing here? So this Ace of Cups, as I said, I feel this is more like romantically inclined, like new romance, a new relationship coming in. And I feel this means that you need to get rid of old wounds, of old stuff first, before this can come in. And that means that you have to work at it. I feel that this is more like, together with this Tower, it's really you taking care of past things, and you're dealing with them. Maybe it's even like something therapeutic, and that could be talking to somebody, that could be you just doing inner stuff, inner work stuff, clearing the space for this Ace of Cups. Because if there was a relationship before that, then it left a little bit of baggage, left a little bit of this, and you need to get rid of that. Now, if you are in a relationship, then even, sometimes the things that were, interfering in your current relationship, it's time to do them away, and to have that talk, for example, to have that talk, maybe go into therapy, who knows, but have the word out, have that discussion, that even if it's painful, but the energy needs to be cleared. The Tower here is not that it's going to rip away things from you anymore, but it's you having to clear stuff from the past so you can move on, and because you have the Chariot here, so the things are changing, and it's you're going. It's not like things are at a standstill anymore. It's moving, but sometimes that when you move, you find also debris on the way, and that debris needs to be cleared. Now let's see here. I'm going to pull a random card as a message, advice. Let's see what happens here for you. Laziness. Now this card really doesn't make sense at all, because you have the Chariot here, you're working hard, you have the working hard card here, Chariot, you even have the Emperor or the Empress. I think this is a reminder that when you don't see it going fast enough, that you may want to give up. I feel that this is more that, instead of literal laziness, that you then tend to be worried, and when you're worried, you give into the stress, and then you don't want to do things anymore. But you can't do that. You have to actively be going on, because you have two Chariots here, and that means you have to just go. And if that comes up, if you have that tendency to say, no, I'm going to give up, maybe give yourself a break and be lazy for a day, and then go at it again. Just take some time out. That I would do that because of the Hermit as well. Then if this feeling comes up, if these two feelings comes up, I would really suggest you take a time out. Take a time out and then recharge, and then you can go again. So that's it for you, Sagittarius. I said that Jupiter and Saturn are going to come together on the 21st of December. I'm going to do a very short reading for that, very, very short, like more a guidance reading. So if you want to look at that, subscribe to my channel, because then maybe click on the alert bell so that you know when it's out. And for now, I'm going to leave you. Bye, Sagittarius.